everyone. I'm at Harrow School in England. You can see the cathedral and the great surround. Thought as a Christmas gift that we would film this session and put it on the Rugby site. So Merry Christmas everyone from rugbysite.com, and we'll catch you in the next year. I'm Wayne Smith. I've been coach of the All Blacks for the last 8 years with Graham Henry. So I've just been asked to come out. I'm here for the Help for Heroes match. Do any of you know what that's about? Are you coming along? Oh, I suppose you're playing, are you, on Saturday? No, that's no good. Yes, we're playing at Twickenham on Saturday to raise money for wounded soldiers, which is great because we've got a group of players who are playing for nothing, you know, and donating their time. And in the professional age, that's quite a big commitment. So they're pretty passionate. I've been asked to do some handling work with you. So I didn't want to just come and do handling drills because I don't think that's going to help anyone. So I'll try and make it really functional to the game so that it's practical and you get a bit of use out of it. So I see you're playing touch, so we'll keep playing touch for a start because I just want to have a look at you. And you're already in a couple of teams, so stay in those teams. Go, go, play, 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 play. You're all generating your widths of pass like that. So what does that tell you?
Not enough faith in our pass.
You're not enough faith in the pass, but as defenders, what do you see? No, I'm going to pass. Yeah. So, well, funnily enough, when we took over the All Blacks in 2004, we play a lot of full width touch like this, and we go right out to the 5 metre lines of the rugby field. And we wondered why we weren't being successful with the game we're trying to play, and we couldn't pass. We couldn't pass long. We were giving cues away on that long pass. So we started a campaign in trying to develop our pass and be able to punch pass. So be able to get a ball, be nice and straight, and get a punch pass without having to wind up. So I just thought while we're warming up, I'd take you through some of the drills that we were doing that you can do at home by yourselves. If you can grab a partner, blue from yellow, grab a partner and get a ball for each pair. So shoot over there and get a ball.
To that one.
To be able to pass like that, you've got to generate power and acceleration through different parts of your arm. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is isolate the top half of your body from the bottom half of your body so that you can get your bottom half going there and the ball can go there. So we'll just start with getting some acceleration through your wrist and fingers. Okay, so all I want you to do with your partner is to lock your elbows into your sides and hold the ball there and just spin it as hard as you can to your partner. No swinging your body, just swinging the ball as hard as you can, either way to your partner. Okay, and try and get as much spin and power into it as you can. Get nice and close so you're not swinging. Both sides, spin it both ways. That's good. Good. Just your fingers, not your arms, so just from there. Just your fingers, not your arms, boys. We would have body swing there, but that's good. You can go power. Beautiful. You do it on the other side. Beautiful. If you haven't got anyone to do it with, you can just do it yourself and try and get up in the air like that. Okay, what I want to do now is look at getting power in the triceps, and so we call this a punch pass. Okay, so I've got a partner here. What I want you to do is to sit the point of the ball just in your hip bone there, not back there, just into your hip bone there, and I want you to just punch the ball to your partner. And I want your hand to end up like that. So it's like a punch, and I want that ball to really, really fire out. So stick it into you, that's it. Okay, you do that, get in partners and have a crack at that. Good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, you're going like that, hold it
Straight up.
right in there, and I just want you to isolate your arms. Just isolate your arms, boys. No body swing. Beautiful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Straight back there. Point to the ball. Want it in there. Show us the difference. A bit more difficult. Good. Very nice. Hold it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back here. Show us where your hip bone is. Put the point of the ball in it. There.
Yep.
From there, okay?
Yep.
Face him.
Yep.
Nice. So it's going to really put pressure on you. Okay, and I want your hand finishing up. Hand finishing over the ball so it's pointing at the target. Beautiful. Where's your hip bone? If you're going to be doing that every day, it's going to develop that strength and your ability to punch the ball out. And what I'm trying to get rid of in your pass, as well as being able to isolate your top part of your body from your bottom half, is to get rid of your tick. So I call it tick there. So if I'm drawing this player here and I want to pass and I've got to do that, what does that do? Give some time, doesn't it? And puts me under pressure. And what am I probably going to do from there? He might bang it down, he might bang it free, or I'm probably going to hold on to it and take contact because I can't get it away. Okay, so this time I just want you to stand with your feet square, facing down the park. You're the same, so you're my partner. Okay, and we're going to bring, so we're going to pass from here without taking it back there. Okay, so you're going to pass from your hip. And I want you to think about your leading hand. So this is your passing hand, that's your passing hand, that's your leading hand. I want you to think about your leading hand going to the target, and I want your passing hand to meet your leading hand, almost like a clap. So we're rotating the upper half of our body, our shoulders, keeping our feet square, no tick, and passing hand to leading hand. And you can clap if you like, so send one back. Keep going. Yeah. Get that clap in. No. So, which is your dominant hand? That's right. So, what I want to do is for you to focus a bit more on that leading hand on that side and get the other hand to it. Good, good. You might just try bring the ball up a bit so you can punch it out from there, because soon we're going to go into passing off the wrong foot, and if you're down there it's going to block your pass off, so you want to be above that hip. Nice, beautiful. And so from the hip, try not to take it back, just place it on the hip from there. Good. Just if you're holding the ball too low and you've got to pass off the wrong foot, you'll block the pass with that foot.
Okay,
So just bring it up, just up above the hip. If you're having to pass off that foot with that foot forward, so just put it forward, and you're passing as low as you are, what does that do to your pass? Blocks it, eh?
Yeah.
So how could you hold the ball so that
Bring it up a bit.
just bring it up a bit?
Yeah.
Correct. And that'll allow you to use those triceps to really punch it. Okay, and we come again, fellas. The triceps working in the punch pass. Take the tick out. Quite a few of you passing from a really low position. Now, if I've got that defender coming at me again and I want to pass to my attacking mate here, and I'm on the wrong foot, I just want you to focus on passing on your wrong foot. Okay, so yeah, so you'll be passing on your non-passing foot. That's it. Okay, so if you can get into fours and just work on that, see if you can really focus on it. Woo, just slow. Just real focus on getting on that wrong foot. That's it. That's it, nice. Now you're on your passing foot. That's it. That's it. Excellent. Good. Good. Good focus. So all we're looking for is an outcome there. I'm not telling you how to hold the ball or too much technical stuff. What we're trying to do is develop the muscle and the acceleration in the different parts of the arm and shoulder so that you're able to do a punch pass without thinking about it. And that you're able to do it square to the goal line and off the wrong foot if you need to. Okay, there's nothing worse than having a player in space and you can't get the ball to him because it's shut down by the defender. Okay, what we're going to do now is we'll go back into touch. So I want to see some of this. I want you to bring the skills that we've learned here, put them into touch. And we're just going to change the game to pop touch. So what you do here is when you're touched, you go to ground and the touch will go to ground. You've got to pop the ball up to a support player coming through. And he can then play as a halfback or he can run if defender's not there. Okay, and we'll just keep the ball going. So there's no play the ball. Go to ground, go to ground, pop, pop. Oh, hold it there, hold it there. Who could have scored a try there? You, who else could have? You. Why didn't you get the ball away? Why didn't you give it away? I thought I saw a gap. Thought you saw a gap, or you couldn't give it, or you couldn't give the pass? I was going for the gap. So I'm going for a gap. So we've got this situation here. So you just go out there. Got 3 players in space. I'm going for a gap here, and the gap closes. Why wouldn't I give the pass? Too late. Why is it too late? Yeah, tucked, wrong foot. Still not able to give that ball. Okay, so that's what you got to work on. Okay, so let's try. If you don't try it here, you never try it in the game. Try. Give us that ball. What's the biggest challenge about playing pop touch? So, one at a time?
The defence filling in where their man's gone down.
Yes, so defence filling in there. Supporting the runner. What's difficult about that?
You're standing wide.
You're standing wide. So you're standing wide, but you still got to get a player in behind. That's the biggest challenge of the game, isn't it? We want our attack always coming forward. Why do we want the whole attacking line coming forward when we're attacking? If we're attacking here and we're all coming forward right across the field there, how does that help me make the gain line?
Keeps the defence drawn.
Keeps the defence drawn right across the paddock. So what can't they do to the ball runner here? They'll find it hard to gang tackle because you're forcing them to make decisions out there. The other thing is, if you're forcing the defenders to come up right across the field, it fatigues them, it makes them think. And if you make them think, it makes them sluggish. Okay, and so that's what you want to do. So the biggest challenge there is to get from, well, I want you coming forward, but also I want you getting them behind. And that to play the sort of game that we play in the All Blacks, that's our biggest challenge, because we always want to keep the ball alive, but we also want to all come forward. So we'll just look at a drill activity that allows us to do that. And what I want to look at is the ball carrier taking the defender off the line, and we'll just pass onto the line. Okay, so you'll take a defender off the line either way, and now you'll take defender off the line either way, and I'm back in support. Yep. Okay, simple as that. Well, what do you think is the most difficult thing when you're following the ball carrier? What are you finding the most difficult? Sorry? Why does that matter? Why do you have to know which way he's going? Where are you going? Straight line. Okay, so you've got all these things going in your mind about I've got to follow the ball carrier. Let him take the defender. I want you going through that gap like a knife through butter. You're all trying to go sideways. You're running off the line and getting the ball there. As soon as you drift sideways when you're going through a gap, what's going to happen? No more gap. You're going to run into the defender. So I want you through that gap fast. Okay, so let's have a look at that group again. Take the defender further than you think. So, and take him early. So if I'm the first man here, I'll take him out here early. Okay, come through, take him out there early and pass. So just overemphasise it so we can see that gap and then stay on that line, supporters, okay? Yeah. Then you can go out. See where he ran out? Okay, so see, he's running out before he gets the ball, because I want you straight. Don't run out there if you haven't got the ball. Just stay on here, bang. Okay, then when you've got it, take the defender out.
Sip. Yeah, chest up. Yeah, sip.
Beautiful. Okay, boys. I want you to apply what I've just done there to this activity. Okay, so if I can have a player just acting as a halfback here, doesn't matter who. Yep, tallest halfback in the world. Have a first receiver, going to receive the ball here running onto this blue cone. So what we're looking for is everyone being a threat. This player here is the penetrator, so he's going to lie and tell the defender I'm going there, but I'm not. So he's going to come through this hole here and he's going to be explosive. Who else needs to be explosive? Yeah, so you're not going to get from there to there to there without being explosive. So let's have an attitude off the ball. I'm going to be as explosive as on the ball. Okay, so you're going to be explosive to come forward, get round there and get him support. Okay, where are you going to go? No, we'll get you to go straight forward. There's different roles in the games which we're not going to cover here, but the halfback, for example, should be heading on a positive line in front of the play. Because if I go here and the play breaks down there, I can still get here to make the pass. But if I come here and the break's made, I can't get a pass. Okay, so this way we can do both. Okay, so once we're through, the ball carrier's job is to manipulate this guy. Okay, and let's get some penetrators through that hole. But if you can't put that pass in because he's marked, you've got to have players coming in behind if you want to keep the play going. Keep it alive. Good, next one, let's go. Support halfback. Where are you going? You're heading into the grandstand?
No, so I just went straight.
I want you to number off, so what number would he be as support player? 1. So I want him to support the ball carrier. What number are you? Who are you going to support?
1.
Yeah, so the problem is you're all supporting the ball carrier, and that's why you're getting lateral. Okay, so 1 support the ball carrier, 2 support 1. Because we want to keep the ball alive. 3 support 2. You want to keep the ball alive. Okay, if we all overrun it, there's no one else to keep it alive. Whoa. We'll go back and do it again. Go back and do it again. What's the reason we've got this player here coming forward? So if he's already up here, by the time you got the ball, what sort of threat is he? None. So you've got to be able to get the ball. Yep. So we play within the laws, only take a backward pass. You've got to be a threat, because when he dummies and lies with his eyes, and here, you don't want to be up there. He wants someone to really dummy to and then go through that hole. Okay.
Yes, sit. Yeah, let's
Good, nice. Where are you guys going? Who was 1? Who was 2? Who was 3? Tell us who you are. Get in behind the person you're supporting.
Yeah, free. Yeah, when you left, when you left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice step. We want to make this as functional as possible. What does that mean? What does functional mean? Make it like the game. So if I'm a first receiver and I'm doing that and then running and passing, what's that going to do? Yeah, so I want you to run, catch, pass. Okay, because that first movement will tie up that defender. So if I run onto it and then pass, that's going to already fix that defender. Okay, so run, catch, pass. Nice, good stuff. That was outstanding, because what did you do? What sort of line were you on when you passed?
Straight.
Really straight, really good. Bang, round there, and then in support. Behind, get behind.
Whistle.
There he is, there he is. Through here, what are you doing out there?
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Nice, good stuff.
Yeah, one. Yeah, I'm true. Yes. Yeah, one.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, one. Yeah, left.
Nice, good work, good work. What parts of this did you do well? The support, the explosive steps. So straight, pass, round there, explosive into support. So the supporters were getting there in plenty of time, eh? Where'd we fall down? Yeah, knowing what to do once we had a defender in front of us. Just remember, run, catch, pass as a principle. Try and keep square, then get in support. That inside player can support on a forward line. And when you're breached, let the ball carrier do the work. Let him manipulate the defender. Because if I'm a ball carrier and you're running off me, I don't want him to tell me to go right. Because I can't step that way. I want to do my magic that way. So why should he tell me which way to go? I want to take you the way I want to take you. Okay, so let me do the work. So I'll take you out here, create the space, and then you go through. Any questions, quick questions on what we've been doing?
See on the tick, see you said to like can't not do the tick.
Yeah.
Surely the tick's quite good for a dummy. Like, surely if you don't have a tick, then your dummy's going to be not as like effective.
Yeah, if you want to use it for a dummy, that's right. So you know, if you want to throw an outrageous dummy and go like that, that's fine. But the idea of taking the tick out of your pass is to generate power, not give away a cue that you're passing, and be able to pass quickly. So if he comes onto me really quickly and I'm in that position, I don't want to have to go like that. I want to be able to pass it like that. Okay, so it's got to be functional, so it's got to be in the right area. Okay, if you want to throw a dummy like that, that's fine. Other questions? Again, I think, you know, if you can apply that when you're playing touch, so use your touch to get better at that part of the game, and it's a lot of fun, and you'll play some great footy, you know, and that's the key. Okay? Thanks, boys. Pleasure.